right. Good job, Jason.
Good job, gentlemen. Y'all done, y'all gentlemen and scholars.
We're rolling.
Good morning, everyone. I want to welcome everyone to the November the 18th, 2019 Commission meeting of the Limestone County Commission. Pam, do we have any public comment?
No, sir.
All right, Pam, would you please call roll?
Commissioner Samet.
Here.
Commissioner Turner.
Here.
Commissioner Black.
Here.
Commissioner Harrison.
Here.
Mr. Barksdale, would you lead us in our pledge, please, sir?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Barksdale. First thing on the agenda, I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes from October the 30th and November the 4th and 13th of 2019. Do I have such a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Turner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Harrison. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on the agenda, I'll ask for a motion to approve claims in the amount of $1,841,756.49. Do I have such a motion?
Make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Second. Motion by Commissioner Samet, second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Do we have any conflicts of interest with anything coming from the commission today?
I have not a conflict of interest, but in the in the interest of full disclosure, I'm the chairman of the AMRV board, and we've got a grant in here that the commission is receiving, but I receive no beneficial interest in that, so I just want to announce that in full disclosure.
Thank you, Commissioner Harrison. Do we have any more conflicts or anything coming in front of us today? All right, no more conflicts. First thing on resolution orders, I'll ask for a motion to approve resolution for Limestone County Board of Registrars travel reimbursement. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
Second it.
Second by Commissioner Samet. Any discussion?
I would say that my wife is on the board of registrars, but this came up long before, this discussion came up long before she was on that board.
Okay. Any more discussion with that? All right, no more discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on here, I'll ask for a motion to obtain financing and execute a commercial loan for First National Bank to purchase a F&R four-wheel drive chip spreader, loan amount of $229,414 at an interest rate of 2.17 fixed for 4 years payable in annual installments. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Harrison. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next on the agenda, under contracts, agreements, and grants, I'll ask for a motion to approve the Event Center agreement and deed for the Veteran Museum and authorize the chairman and the county administrator to work with the county attorney to terminate the existing lease. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner
Second
Black. Second by Commissioner Samet. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve grant agreement with the Alabama Mountains, Rivers, and Valleys, RC&D, for the amount of $6,990 to upgrade the farmer's market by adding oscillating fans and building vendors' tables with a county match of $1,700 for a total project cost of $8,690. Do I have such a motion?
Make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Samet. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Turner. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Samet.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Third on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve a memorandum of understanding with Athens Limestone GIS Consortium. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Harrison. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Fourth on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve CDW Island Cloud Storage Contract pending county attorney approval. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
A motion by Commissioner Harrison. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Fifth on the agenda, I'll ask for a motion to approve the chairman and the county administrator to work with the county attorney to prepare notice of termination and demand for possession of the expired Sorrel Dental lease. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Harrison. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion?
Mark, will you give us a little bit more on that right there, is what this is?
Yeah, the lease expired as of yesterday by its terms, and there's no contract otherwise,
Yeah.
lease, or agreement otherwise as to the building. So this would be the next step for the commission to take as far as putting them on direct notice of the expiration of the lease and making a demand for possession. Now, because of the nature of the business, I can work with the chairman and the county administrator on giving what we think may be a reasonable amount of time for them to be put on notice and the demand to have vacated the premises. If they come forward with some proposal going forward, that could still be considered as far as wanting to get into some other lease. But with where things are now, with the lease having expired, this is the next step for the commission to take.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
And I think this gives us an opportunity to kind of rectify what I consider to be an inequity. This is an instance where local governments is meddling in a market. There's some inequities here between what tax-paying business people versus what we give as to this nonprofit. And so there's a number of issues that I have with that, and I think this is a good first step.
Thank you. Any more discussion? No more discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We have no budget revisions, no merchant purchases, no board appointments, no award of bids. Under personnel action, I'll ask for a motion to approve family medical leave for Christina Frazier beginning November the 19th of 2019 until December the 10th of 2019. Do I have such a motion?
I make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Turner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Sammet.
There you go.
Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on here, I'll ask for a motion to update the staffing plan in District 1. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Sammet. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Harrison. Any discussion?
Mr. Chairman, this is just an upgrade on my staffing plan for my district, and something that I felt like needed to been done. So anyway, that's all it is, just an upgrade.
All right. Any more discussion? No more discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Third on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve to hire Dustin Gatlin as an Equipment Operator 1 in District 2 pending a drug screening. Do I have such a motion?
I make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Turner. Do I have a second?
Second it.
Second by Commissioner Sammet. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Motion carries unanimously. All right, under merit increase, I'll ask for a motion to approve the employees listed below for a merit increase. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Black, second by Commissioner Turner. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Motion carries unanimously. All right, and now I turn over to Mr. Massey, our county engineer.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have for your consideration today one subdivision. It's Briar Patch subdivision. It's a minor subdivision along the south side of Ed Ray Road, immediately east of the Wells Road intersection. So it'd be preliminary and final. This is 13 lots located in District 2, and that's all I have for your consideration.
All right. Now, do I have, ask for a motion to approve the subdivision listed here above by Mr. Massey. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Turner. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Motion carries unanimously. Under other business, I'll ask for a motion to approve to change the following polling location of Beat 6, Box 3, Lester Town Hall from 30306 Lester Road to 30282 Lester Road, effective for the March 2020 primary election. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Harrison. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second, under other business, I'll ask for a motion to approve to sell the following on Gov Deals: one Husqvarna lawnmower from District 1. Do I have such a motion?
I make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Sammet. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Turner. Any discussion?
This is just some equipment that's been in the shed for 3 or 4 years that needs to be gotten out of the way, so that's what it is, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. No more discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Sammet.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Motion carries unanimously. We have no scheduled public hearing at this point. Report officers. Commissioner Sammet.
Mr. Chairman, I'm glad to get the event center over with, and I wish the veterans a lot of luck. I know they'll do good with it. They've got the manpower and the ability to make it a good thing for North Alabama all the way across, and I wish them luck. Thank you. And also, for the inconvenience of Joseph Cannon, I know they started, I think, on the weekend, didn't they, Joseph? On the license clerk. Hopefully, we'll have a new license clerk, by the first of the year, maybe? But, and also thank Representative Danny Crawford for getting that position. I know the wheels of government turn slow, but they do turn, thank goodness. But anyway, I wish all of them luck. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Sammet. Commissioner Turner.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the veterans too. Wish you success with the building, and we support y'all, have for a long time, and we'll continue to do so. So, the paving crew should be done in my district on Wednesday, as long as the weather stays like it is today. So that'll end them up for me, and I appreciate everything that they've done. They've done a great job.
Thank you, Commissioner Turner. Commissioner Black.
Same way with the vets. I'm glad y'all have got it. I really enjoy being a part of the Veterans Day Parade to see how many people actually support the veterans now. Young kids, old kids. It was a lot of people up and down the same path that we go with the Christmas parade. There was a lot of people involved. This was my first time being involved in the parade, and I was really surprised at the number of people that were there. So that's really great. In my district, we're doing some safety improvements around some bridges. We're also repairing guardrails where they've had accidents over the last few years, or a tractor grabbed hold of a guardrail or whatever it might be, a tree fell across it. We're replacing those. I think we started on Huntsville Browns Ferry, Ripley Road, and now we're on Snake Road. We have 2 of them on Snake Road that need to be fixed. So outside of that,
I think I'll be getting the remainder of the engineering crews starting on Wednesday. We're going to be doing some patching on Shaw Road and Snake Road, and got a few other little spots that we're going to work on too. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Black. Commissioner Harrison?
I want to echo what my fellow commissioner said about the transferring of the event center to the Veterans Museum. I'm grateful that this has actually come about. I think it's a win-win for both of us. We have been replacing some culverts this past week, one on Harris Road. It was near the Highway 99. It's at that intersection, and it was undersized. It was a 12-inch pipe. It needed a 24-inch pipe, and as a result, the 12-inch pipe separated and created a problem for us. So we replaced it with a 24. Another cross drain on Harris Loop. It was one of those WPA situations where the road was fairly narrow when they built that, and they just stuck some pipe on the end. Well, it failed, and so we dug that all out and fixed it. We'll be starting reclaiming, over the next few weeks, Grace Hill Lane and County Line Road. So we'll be reclaiming those roads, getting County Line Road ready to be plant mixed during the following season by Lauderdale County. But we'll do the prep work, the drainage work, and the reclaiming. That's all I have.
Thank you, Commissioner Harrison. First of all, I want to thank the veterans for taking this building, and I want to thank all 4 commissioners here. You know, y'all make us proud. I mean, I think y'all make the county proud. I think it's a good situation. I mean, the way the county's growing, I think it's going to be a real big tourist attraction for the county. And I want to wish y'all well. Wish you the best of luck. And the other day, echo what Jason said about riding the Veterans Parade. I felt kind of odd riding in it. If everybody knows me, I'm kind of terrified of dead people anyways, but I got to ride with the burial detail. They put me right in the middle of it. And, I was riding on a float with 8 guys and 4 of them on each side of me sitting right in the middle. I was kind of weary of that situation, but it worked out well. I made it through it. So, but with all that said, I just want to, like I said, wish y'all well. Thank everyone for coming today. Thank both news stations for being here for this day. And with that being said, I'll ask for a motion to approve to enter into executive session dealing with a personnel action, and it will be no other action taken today, right?
No, there will be no action other than to come out of the executive session and adjourn. But just to clarify for the minutes, it would be a personnel matter and also litigation will be discussed.
All right. Thank you, Mark. So do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Harrison. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion. I call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Samet?
Aye.
Commissioner Turner?
Motion carries unanimously.